A real pleasure to be back in the Steel City as the Championship roller coaster continues its clattering journey. And here we have one of potentially the most attractive games of the season. Both nurturing Premier League dreams, both having contrasting fates in their previous game. You'd certainly rather be in Sheffield United's position, winning without playing well. Middlesbrough contrived to lose a game in which they could have been out of sight within the first half an hour. Lose a local derby to boot, but they have some intriguing fresh faces in their ranks and plenty of potential excitement. Peck, fleeced by Hackney. Harmer trying to thread it, and an opportunity immediately for Rak-Sakyi, who's trying to regain control. But the hands of Travers seriously warmed for the first time.
Yeah, the flag stays down. This little flick here, and that's rightly the flag stays down. He gets plenty of power into this, but Travers, I think he's going to prove to be a really good signing for Middlesbrough. Gets his angles all right. Big, strong hand.
And aware of their own strengths in that department as well. Let's just make for a lively start. Harmer finding Burrows, and we're certainly getting a lively start here. Defending done by Illing Jr. That will be very much part of his brief in that right-wing role up against one of Sheffield United's chief creatives at left back. Travers in trouble though, and he somehow clawed it out.
Good little spell for Sheffield United, because Harmer fizzed this in. It's going in, but for the intervention. That's brilliant from Travers.
Harmer's opened up the chance!
Well, we're less than 15 minutes into this game, and he is shining like a Belisha beacon. Far and away the best player on the pitch. Beautiful skill, and you wouldn't have bet against him finding that far corner. Just doesn't quite get the bend that he's after.
Rak-Sakyi, O'Hare, Rak-Sakyi! Oh, and Travers needing two bites of the cherry.
Yeah, sharp all round. Again, the link-up play between those forwards. It's absolutely brilliant football. Lovely little flick by Callum O'Hare. He's trying to bend it in the far corner. Rak-Sakyi, Travers gathers it, not the first time. Reacts quickly, the goalkeeper.
Up to Iheanacho, it didn't stick. Peck went in with vigour, shall we say, as did Edmondson. And now Illing Jr. Just a little lull in the Bramall Lane atmosphere, and maybe Middlesbrough hopes growing, but not like that. Harmer keen to drive them on, and drive them on he will, and measure it perfectly. O'Hare loses out, but following up is Rak-Sakyi. Well, a real mess at the last for Ryan Giles, who thought he tidied it up. And Rak-Sakyi pounced.
Well, Gus Harmer, genius. And I'll tell you what, if your hamstring's tight, this is probably a test you don't want, but he backs his hamstring to test it. Drives and drives forward, and then you would expect nothing less. He picks the most beautiful pass. And I'll tell you what, Callum O'Hare is a lucky boy, because he passes up a real opportunity by waiting and waiting, and that just allows Aidan Morris to get back. Luckily for Callum O'Hare, Rak-Sakyi alive, alert. Probably won't get an easier goal all season, and nobody can say that they haven't deserved this.
Vinny Souza. Peck didn't get there, but the ever-industrious Hackney did, and he might motor onto this. Hayden Hackney with a chance for Middlesbrough. And Michael Cooper comes up with the goods when he is tested.
Well, it's the first piece of quality that they've shown in reality. He's a bit annoyed with himself. Plays the initial pass and just keeps running. He's found beautifully by Bergzorg, and he doesn't get engaged, and it's not in the corner.
George Edmondson. Giles where he wants to be for the first time.
Iheanacho takes up a brilliant position. I mean, he has been taking up brilliant positions all night. Iheanacho watches ahead of Robinson. I mean, if the ball finds him, he's going to be flagged offside, you would think.
A situation they're capable of exploiting, but Edmondson, well, his shirt was pulled. It's a penalty. And Vinny Sousa has not taken kindly at all to that decision.
Well, in the middle of your screen there, he's got his shirt, and he just doesn't let go. And if you're a defender, you have to let go at some point. If you carry on holding and a referee spots it, it's really got to... I mean, the only thing I would say that might mitigate is that Edmondson's got a hold of Jack Robinson's shirt, and normally when it's mutual holding, then referees will just leave it alone. But clearly Matt Donoghue, he hasn't seen that Edmondson had Robinson's shirt as well, and that's the coming together afterwards.
Well, that was, to say the least, rather unwise from Edmondson. A finish of chilling certainty from Middlesbrough's man in form. Sheffield United have bossed this game, but Middlesbrough pegged them back.
Well, that's the problem when you're so superior and you only have a narrow advantage. You're always susceptible, and it came in very probably fortuitous circumstances, but take nothing away from Delano Bergzorg. That is a stunning penalty under pressure.
Oh, Clark, beautifully done for O'Hare! And Vandenberg's intervention was vital.
Oh, this is outstanding awareness from Rav Vandenberg. It's a huge moment in this game. You look where he comes from. He's got lots of ground to make up, and then he closes the distance at just the right time there. Look, that's a vital block.
Taken a fefew wrong turnings since he left Teesside. Oh, and it's a chance here. Then Brereton Diaz with the opportunity, which he takes quite beautifully. Sheffield United slice them apart.
Look at the gap between Ryan Giles and George Edmondson. It's waiting to be sprinted into, and if there's one player out there that's not going to turn that down, it's Ben Brereton Diaz. And then when he's in, can you stay calm? Can you stay composed? You bet your life he dinks it over the goalkeeper. I do wish more forwards would finish with that type of a finish. Very difficult for goalkeepers.
Barlasser. Ailing well up with the attack, and here's a chance for Bergzorg. The flag has stayed down.
Well, he's onside. It's a brilliant decision, you have to say, from the assistant referee. And having got inside here, he would have fancied. That is a brilliant save from Michael Cooper, because that ball was travelling.
Conway across, oh, and it was An untidy scene, to say the least, from a Sheffield United point of view. Hayden Hackney herring back, but it'll fall the way of Campbell. Tyrese Campbell to finish it here. But Travers keeps Middlesbrough alive.
Again, look at this defensive mix-up here. Again, I spoke about how they shoot themselves in the foot. Now, once you're there, now you've got to pass it square, and Brereton Diaz taps it into the empty net, but he never really gets his head up.
O'Hare. Corner will do.
Yeah, absolutely. And they will not be in any hurry to take it.
Oh, and in! Ahmed Hodzic with that rare thing for Sheffield United this season, a headed goal. And Tyrese Campbell is off the hook to his delight, and Sheffield United have the victory.
The biggest smile you've ever seen came from Tyrese Campbell, not Ahmed Hodzic, but unfortunately for Middlesbrough, this is going to go down as another goalkeeping error, of which there have been so many. Another error that's led to a goal. It's just not strong enough, Mark Travers. Ahmed Hodzic, he just attacks it. And Travers has to do better, has to do better.
It's been a performance of many facets tonight, because they were threatening to blow Middlesbrough away. There's also been an element of resilience and character about it tonight as well, when they did suffer a setback, so it's all been in there.
Absolutely, they were brilliant in that first half, despite going in at 1-1. They will feel aggrieved by the penalty that was awarded, but they've got their victory.
Well, they can forget that feeling now, because the job has been done and the victory is handsome. And there have been some moments of real quality and class to produce it amidst the odd bit of defensive chaos from Middlesbrough. But it's Chris Wilder's team that get the points and reassert themselves and maintain their position in that top two, the place where they absolutely, positively hope to stay for the duration. And who would count against them after a performance like this? The final score at Bramall Lane, Sheffield United 3, Middlesbrough 1.